Okay guys, hope you're well. We're going to be setting up the small account for Christmas. It was shown in the Discord. I'll flash it up just so you can refresh your memory. The votes are in and now we need to set the charts up. Let's roll the intro and we'll get into this. And a warm welcome, one and all. So small accounts, are they worth it? What are we doing? And should you be interested? Well, yeah, you should be interested because most people don't have lots of money to start with. You only have small amount. Now, if you're of the perception that you can turn your small amount into millions in a very short period of time, well, I've got a wake-up call for you. It ain't happening. But that's not to say you can't get there over a period of time. And that's what these are about. So let me flick over and show you what I'm talking about. Now, I've come down into the small success. There's a little jack. Yes, you are correct. It is £200 start. You can do whatever you want, but we took a vote and we decided 200 quid was where we wanted to start. And then we had the products. Now, the company of choice we're using is Black Bull. Now, I'm going to show you that in a moment and I'll explain why. And the products, well, it was just kind of democratic. What we did was we put here which ones we going to use and the guys voted on it. So it's gold with 29% of the vote. Then it was down to 17% of the vote for the DAX and 21% of the vote for pound JPY. So that's where the products were picked. I didn't manipulate this or anything. They did it through a series of polls. So which top three do you want? Which indices and commodities you want? Which sort of major minor crosses do you want? So it was done across multiple polls and it drilled down to those three products. So there we go. So that was quite fine. And we agreed that we would start first Monday of September, which is tomorrow. So we're happy with that. Now, when I first mentioned this, I started setting up a little journal. Now, my journals, I use them every day. They help me understand what it is that I'm looking for and how I'm going to get there. So it's very simple. We drop our 200 quid in there, which you can see. And I'm quite happy with that. Then down here, I've just put a little note as to what I want to end this month on. Now, I'm looking to get it to 700 quid for Christmas. But every journey has to start with little steps and I don't want to stress the market. So I'm looking for the end of this month, 250 as a baseline. And then I'm not going to let the baseline get below that. So we're into September. So we'll flick that on. I'm going to trade between 6 AM and 5 PM per day once. Now, I might have multiple trades inside that day trade because I break trades up. That's why I have splits and various other bits and pieces. So you might see more than one position go in, but it's actually still just one trade. So that's really one setup per day. And the products is pound JP, pound JPY, gold, and DAX. So they're the products that we're going to be trading. I'm going to be using strategies, which is GoldenEye, River, Push, but I'm also going to add into this the Kylie. Okay, I like the Kylie. It is a very good Fibonacci trade and it's easy to set up. So what do we need to do? Well, I've put in what I need up there, which is 25% growth to get 50 quid. So that's telling me that I need 250 pips in order to achieve it if I'm running at that bid size. So that's the bid size that I'm working on, 20p. Okay. Now we'll start it tomorrow and we'll see it build up, and I'll periodically update it if you're interested. If you're not, I'll just do it for the guys. It's not really an issue. So that's my journal setup. And this thing will help me understand what it is that I'm after. Now I've got my max bid. Really at the moment it's 20p because it's based on the 200. If I see something's really going for it, I'll step that up to 50 pence. But it would have to be exceptional for me to do that. Okay. So from here, let me just pull up my broker. So it's Black Bull. The reason we're using Black Bull is it allows us to have 500 to 1 leverage, because one of the problems we have is if you've got low leverage, because I'm in the UK and follow ESMA rules, some of the positions you can't open because you haven't got the funds to open it up. So I now have to have a look to see whether or not I can do that. So if I look at the symbols for argument's sake, and we come down, where are we at? Indices, there it is, German 30. And I look through this will tell me how much I can put on. All right, so come down. Minimum volume is £1. So I can't really trade the DAX at this moment in time because the volume won't allow it. Okay. Now I know on pound JPY and gold it's 10 pence. So that volume would be 0.01. So that's kind of buggered that bit up for a little bit. Let me kind of show you where you would find that, just to sort of, I'll just use cable as an example. But you come on your symbols and you come down here and you run this down onto volume, minimum volume 0.01. Okay. Now these are interesting because you can also look at these and you can look to see what kind of swaps is involved, etc., and whether or not you're going to get charged or not charged. And well, like I say, it's just lots of information. So if we come down, there's your swaps. So if you're going long on euro dollar, you're going to pay a swap. In other words, you'll be charged. And if you're going short, they will pay you. So if you're going short on the euro, you can hold it overnight and you'll get paid for that. So what am I going to do now? Now I'm going to set it up. So if I come to my profiles, you see I've got various profiles set up. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to click default. And then I'm going to click save as. And I'm just going to put Xmas in. All right. Why? Because it's an Xmas pot and I'm using 3 charts in order to get into this market. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to go view, drop my market watch on, and I'm going to put in here the 3 markets that I'm actually using. So it's gold, which is here. We want, have I got pound dollar in here in the DAX? Have I got you? No, they're not in yet. So we need to add them in. So we go to indices. So we'll drop that in, which is there. So I can add that into this slot as well. Okay. How have I got? Let me just close these off. So I've got gold. Don't want silver. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. So I've got these 2, and then the third one I want is pound JPY. So again, symbols, go out to Forex, and then just look for pound JPY. Pound JPY, there it is there. Okay, so we've got that, and then that should be in here somewhere. There it is there, and we'll drag that in. Okay, now all I need to do is click that. I've got the 3 charts. I want to use the same profile for each one of them. So if I go to my templates, I'm using this one here. Click on that. There. Now they're all the same. Okay. I can now trade each one of these. So I can either mark them up separate or just watch them on here. Now, I do have separate charts to trade off, but these are the three I'm looking at. I'll monitor them on 1 hour. So I'll put these all on the hour, which it is. And then we'll click them into place, just like so. There we go. Right. I can watch what's going on with these. See whether they're good, bad, indifferent. And then all I have to do is just drop it down into my trading charts. So if I want to come down into here, I'll just flick that over. Pound JPY. It's got all my marks on. I'm ready to rock and roll, and I can trade from one level to the next. Very, very simple. That's it. I'm ready to rock. Now I can actually change this into a bigger profile where you can look at multiple charts across multiple time frames at once. Let me kind of show you how you would do that to end this. So again, if I just sort of pull up to here, and I'll just rename the profile, call pound JPY multi. We'll just give it a name. Okay, so it now comes up down here, so you can see that it's made a profile for it, and it'll drop in here. There it is there. Okay, find the asset that we're after, market watch. So just drag that onto there. Okay, so I've got that, but I want to see it on a daily, hourly, 15 and 5. So what I would do is I would do this. So just take these lot off, so I'm left with one chart. Go back to market watch, and then 1, 2, 3 charts. Okay, square them off like so. Go to window, arrange vertically, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set that to daily, so I can see what the daily's up to. And then I can set this one again. We're going to change the template so it's exactly the same. And then what we're going to do is we're going to change that to an hourly, like so. Same again here. Change that to 15-minute. And then finally down onto a 5-minute. So 5, 15, hour and daily. What does this do for me? It actually shows me exactly what the market is doing and the DNA of the market. So for all I can see, that is pushing up. We can see that in that green candle. The actual low time frames are selling down. So that might be an indication that this could sell back down into this moving average. Why? Well, we can see it's been outside a Bollinger Band. It's releasing pressure, coming down. So that would be price down here of 191 spot 310. So that's going to be down here across the top of these ranges if it's coming to there. So there's that. This is heavily selling off again there, and then again here it's broke the moving average, pushing down through RSI. You can see a quick snapshot of the market just by looking at the time frames across the board. So what you're doing is you're just seeing the linear price. It's a nice and simple way of doing things. I do that from time to time if I really want to get into the chart and understand how it works. But more often than not, I will just come down, go on my trading chart, take a quick look at the daily, see what the situation looks like. which is there. I can see straight away what's going on. Drop it down into an hourly. Then I can see what relationship it has against the current move. All right, I'm either happy or I'm sad. This is selling down. Clearly needs to break through that level for it to continue. And then if it does, it's going to start running down here. How do I time into that? I then look at this. I can see exactly what's going on and then time in. It's not difficult, guys. It's not difficult at all. But that's it. That's my journey ready to rock and roll. So set my journal up, put the products onto the broker, and the broker has been, if I just flick this back, loaded up to 200 quid, and then we're just going to grow it slowly and gently. And if I was to leave you with any advice apart from having a coffee, because we all know Scruffy likes a coffee and my throat's killing us. It's systematically work your way through the charts, but do it slowly. If you're looking to make Rome in a day, just forget it. You're wasting your time. Steadily move forward. Little steps become big steps, and big steps will then pay you. So there you go. So that's it, guys. If you're stuck, I'm very easy found. You'll find all my contact details below. And as always, do what you love, and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.